First and foremost, when I hear about Chris, I think of what a great person he is. And then secondly, what an amazing athlete. I remember playing against him in high school, being from Virginia Beach myself, and I remember thinking when he signed with us that we were lucky to have him. And how did such a great baseball player get to William & Mary? His work ethic really stood out, and his ability to stay calm under pressure and to perform. He was a leader. He was just a role model on the field in a way that you should act and handle yourself as a baseball player. When he got on the baseball field, it was all business. The smile never faded, but it was business, and he was there to compete and to dominate. And just seeing his athleticism, he was immediately the best athlete on our team. Just thinking about his incredible 2004 season, it was just absolutely brilliant. I think he hit 400 with 20 home runs, something like 90 hits in a season. Every time he went to the plate, you knew something special was going to happen. I think he had 40 stolen bags. It just was incredible to watch. It was just brilliant. And the way that he competed, and he carried our team. And that's a hard thing to do when you go out there and you carry a team on your back and you propel us to wins and you save games and you hit big home runs. He was clutch. You knew that when he went up to the plate or when he went out into the outfield that he was going to make a play that was going to save the game. There was no point where he wasn't just incredible. There was no play, whether it was in the outfield making diving catches, throwing guys out on the bases, stealing bases. Once he was on base, he wreaked havoc. He hit for power, big home runs. That was probably the best season in William & Mary baseball history. Going with Chris's great play, he was recognized nationally and on a national stage for his achievements. He was the CAA Player of the Year. He was the ECAC Player of the Year. He was a first-team All-American by several publications. I don't think I ever played with another collegiate player that was ever decorated like he was as far as achievements on the national scale. When I heard that Chris was being inducted in the Hall of Fame, it just made sense because, it's so well-deserved. Easily one of the greatest players in William & Mary baseball history. It's an honor to be in the Hall of Fame with him. Chris, I just want to congratulate you on being inducted into the William & Mary Hall of Fame. It was an honor to be your teammate, and this is something that is truly deserved, man. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Rahl.
Thank you very much.
Right.
Thank you, Jay and Terry, for that introduction, and Bill, that was phenomenal, so I appreciate that. First and foremost, I want to thank the college and the athletic department for this honor. I also want to thank my friends over here and my family who traveled here today. Having you here supporting me means the world to me. In actuality, I thought my friends were coming here to support me, but I think now it's more about getting a picture with Jon Stewart. So John, you might have to get that smile ready for later, man. Standing here in front of you, it makes me think about what it was that got me here. My drive and persistence was cultivated in my unorthodox first few weeks here at school. Mere days before I slept for the first time in a college dorm, I was watching my mother fight to learn how to walk again following a massive stroke. Over the next few semesters, I was lucky enough to be able to travel back home and see her as she fought and recovered. I quickly came to the realization that I had no excuses anymore. Nothing was holding me back from chasing my dream. I want to thank Jim Farr and Ryan Wheeler, who are my coaches here, for seeing the potential in me and giving me the opportunity and the guidance to help me succeed here on the field. The culture and talent here on the baseball team put me in a position to achieve that dream of being drafted. I was fortunate enough to play in 1,068 professional games, and I loved every single one. Although if you ask my wife, Michelle, she may have a different take on that, especially on those 0 for 4 nights. Along that path, I met many coaches and friends that helped invigorate my resolve and shape who I am today. I would like to dedicate this honor to the 3 most important people in my life. First and foremost, my wife, Michelle, who is the love of my life and has always been there by my side, even when that meant sacrificing to support my dream. So I hope to repay that to her one day. My father, Craig, who not only taught me how to hit a baseball, but also taught me how to be a true man. He never runs from responsibility, and I've always admired that. Finally, my mother, Lindsay, who taught me how to persevere when others would fold, and who has always been my biggest fan. In closing, I want to thank Bobby Dwyer, Jason Sims, and my family, who challenged me to finish the journey that I had started and complete my degree here at William & Mary. Out of all the awards, jerseys, and recognitions that I have, my diploma is the most important thing that I have hanging on my wall. It has given me the ability to continue my life and provide for my family now that I no longer can wear that number on my back. I'm eternally grateful and proud to be a student athlete from the College of William & Mary. Go Tribe.